Part 2 of this program discusses what vaccines are available to you and where can you get a vaccination. Currently, there are 3 vaccine brands, that being Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, also known as Janssen. For Pfizer, these are for persons 12 years old and above. 2 shots are needed, 21 days apart, and you are only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second shot. For Moderna, these are for persons 18 years old and above. You also require 2 shots. These are needed 28 days apart. But you are also only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second shot. For those taking Johnson & Johnson, you must be 18 years old and above. Only 1 shot is needed, and you are fully vaccinated 2 weeks after that shot. How do COVID-19 vaccines work? Well, here's something that you need to know. When germs, such as the virus that causes COVID-19, invade our body, they attack and multiply. This invasion is called an infection, and this is what causes illness. Our immune system uses several tools to fight infection. Blood contains red cells, which carry oxygen to tissues and organs, and white or immune cells, which fight infections. Macrophages are white blood cells that swallow up and digest germs and dead or dying cells. The macrophages leave behind parts of the invading germs called antigens. The body identifies antigens as dangerous and stimulates antibodies to attack them. B lymphocytes are defensive white blood cells. They produce antibodies and attack the pieces of the virus left behind by the macrophages. T lymphocytes are another type of defensive white blood cell. They attack cells in the body that have already been affected. This means that the first time a person is infected with a virus that causes COVID-19, it can take several days or weeks for the body to make and use all the germ-fighting tools needed to get over the infection. After the infection, the person's immune system remembers what it learned about how to protect the body against that disease. The body keeps a few T lymphocytes called memory cells that go into action quickly if the body encounters the same virus again. When the familiar antigens are detected, B lymphocytes produce antibodies to attack them. Experts are still learning how long these memory cells protect a person against the virus that causes COVID-19. Now, different types of vaccines work in different ways to offer protection. But with all types of vaccines, the body is left with a supply of memory T lymphocytes as well as B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight that virus in the future. It typically takes a few weeks after vaccination for the body to produce T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes. Therefore, it is possible that a person could be infected with a virus that causes COVID-19 just before or just after vaccination, and then get sick because the vaccine did not have enough time to produce protection. Sometimes after vaccination, the process of building immunity can cause symptoms such as fever. These symptoms are normal, and they are signs that the body is building immunity. Have you up to now not made a decision on where or how to get vaccinated? Or perhaps you've asked yourself, where can I get vaccinated? How do I go about doing so? Well, currently you are able to get the following vaccines: Pfizer, Moderna, and Janssen or Johnson & Johnson. Persons who are eligible for these vaccinations must register at vaccine.enroll.health.gov.za. What do you need in order to register? Number 1, you need access to the internet on any device, a cell phone, laptop, tablet, or desktop PC. You will need your ID number or passport number if you are a non-South African resident. You will also need your general contact information. Your cell phone number will be used as the primary mode of communication. The third thing you need is information about your employment, your primary employer, and location of work. Fourth, where relevant, your personal registration details and medical aid are also requested. Lastly, with all information at hand, this registration should take approximately 2 to 3 minutes, as it is only 3 steps. So, you've made your decision to get vaccinated, but you currently have COVID-19, or you have just recovered from COVID-19. Can you get vaccinated if you have COVID-19? No. People with COVID-19 or who have symptoms should wait to be vaccinated until they have recovered from their illness and have met the criteria for discontinuing isolation. Even if you have symptoms, you should wait until you meet the criteria before getting vaccinated. This guidance also applies to people who get COVID-19 before getting their second dose of the vaccination. People who have had known COVID-19 exposure should not seek vaccination until their quarantine period has ended to avoid potentially exposing healthcare professionals and others during the vaccination visit. This recommendation also applies to people with known COVID-19 exposure who have received their first dose but have not received their second. What if you have an underlying condition, or perhaps are pregnant? People with underlying medical conditions can receive a COVID-19 vaccine as long as they have not had an immediate or severe allergic reaction to a COVID-19 vaccine or any of the ingredients in the vaccine. COVID-19 vaccination is also recommended for all persons 12 years and older, including people who are pregnant, breastfeeding, trying to get pregnant now, or might become pregnant in the future. You might want to have a conversation with your healthcare provider about COVID-19 vaccination. While such a conversation might be helpful, it is not required before vaccination. Here are 2 facts about the COVID-19 vaccine. Vitamins and mineral supplements cannot cure COVID-19. Micronutrients such as vitamins D and C and zinc are critical for a well-functioning immune system and play a vital role in promoting health and nutritional well-being. However, there is currently no guidance on the use of micronutrient supplements as a treatment of COVID-19. The World Health Organization is coordinating efforts to develop and evaluate medicines to treat COVID-19. Current studies show that hydroxychloroquine does not have clinical benefits in treating COVID-19. Hydroxychloroquine or chloroquine, a treatment for malaria, lupus, and rheumatoid arthritis, has been under study as a possible treatment for COVID-19. Current data, however, shows that this drug does not reduce deaths among hospitalized COVID-19 patients, nor help people with moderate disease. The use of hydroxychloroquine and chloroquine is accepted as generally safe for patients with malaria and autoimmune diseases, but its use, where not indicated and without medical supervision, can cause serious side effects and should be avoided. Let's recap. There are 3 current vaccinations available for you. Pfizer, for persons 12 years old and above. You will need to get 2 shots, 21 days apart. Remember, you are only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second shot. For those 18 years old and above, you may also take the Moderna vaccination. You will also need 2 shots, 28 days apart. Remember, you are only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after the second shot. For those who are eligible for Johnson & Johnson, 18 years old and above, only 1 shot is required, and you are only fully vaccinated 2 weeks after that shot. If you are currently eligible for the vaccination, Pfizer, Moderna, or the Johnson & Johnson Janssen vaccination, please register at vaccine.enroll.health.gov.za.